Kelton Brooks here with the Hutchinson News, here with Levi Burnfin of the Garden City Telegram. Number 2, Garden City defeated number 4, Hutchinson, 24-21 in a titanic matchup between two top 5 teams in the NJCAA. Levi, what was your takeaway from this game?
Man, that was just a great game all the way around. Both teams fought the entire time. Neither team had a lead by more than one score. Garden City has a 13-play drive to win it in the last 20 seconds of the game. I mean, you can't ask for a better game than what we've witnessed today.
It was a big defensive matchup. I guess the one that we expected. I know we're not going for a segment. I said, would it be the first to 21 or whoever could reach 90? Of course, it was 24-21, still around in that same ballpark of defensive matchup. But when I was talking to Rhodes after the game, he was talking about how great Garden City's running back was, but he said the best player with the best running back on the field was Desmond Jackson, who had, I believe, 169 yards and 2 touchdowns, including that 97-yard run that really seemed like it broke down Garden City earlier. So when that play happened, do you think that was somewhat of the end in order the type of ball control offense that Garden City has?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I thought Hutchinson had full control. I mean, they gave up a 97-yard touchdown run to Hutchinson, and Hutchinson defense was shutting down Garden's run game all game. But that's Garden City's MO. I mean, they find the right plays at the right time. They have all year long, and it seems like in a game against one of the best teams in the nation, Garden just wasn't going to give up. And when David Moore engineers that last drive, gets him in there, Charles West scores a touchdown run, so I guess he gets the last laugh there.
When I talked to Rhodes after the game, I simply thought that Hutch simply ran out of time. I mean, it was such a close game. Every time Garden City scored, Hutch came down and responded. But he pointed out to the miscue down in the end zone when the guy ran out the end zone, came around to the 3, and Hutch was forced to punt, then gain in the yards. Then he said he felt like Hutch should have been up 17-7 at halftime.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Yeah.
Right, and that was because they had a lot of opportunities that was missed along with that strip sack that gave Garden City back the ball. So is there a specific moment in the game that you realized, besides that long drive, that you realized Garden had the game really wrapped up?
No, the entire game I couldn't tell you which team had the advantage until that last drive when I thought Hutch would win it, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure Garden would be able to engineer that long of a drive against Hutchinson's defense. But like Rhodes said, that first half, Hutchinson should have been up by 2 scores easily. They dominated that first half. Garden City got nothing going on offense, but since they were only tied 7-7 going to halftime, Garden City won the second half, won the game.
And offensively, I think Hutch did everything they wanted to do. They ran the ball, checked.
Absolutely.
I mean, Desmond Jackson, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Jalen Irwin, their most explosive player on offense, the big-time kickoff return, I think he got a few yards on it. The big play of the game, 52 yards to start the game off. And then he had another reception over the middle that took Hutch to scoring territory. So, like Rose said, it just came down to missed opportunities.
Yeah, they scored 2 long touchdowns. You know, they stopped Garden City's run game basically all game. They never really got that going. If you told Hutch that those 2 things would happen, I'm pretty sure they would have thought, yeah, we won this game.
For Hutch, if they would have won today, it would have been the first conference championship since 2014, I believe.
Yeah.
And since Garden won, I believe they're basically the conference champs now, depending on what plays next week.
Yeah, they're guaranteed to share the conference title at least if they lose next week. Butler could share it with Garden City as well, both with 1 losses in the conference.
For Hutch, they'll wrap up the season next week against Iowa Central. I guess again, talk with Rose after the game. He spoke on missed opportunities. He spoke on just basically keeping the teams, I guess, head up going to the next game. Like, even when I spoke with Clarence Hicks, who had a big-time sack on that final drive, he was a little bit upset about his playing time going to the next game. I think he's now has 11 sacks, I guess, on the season. They should give him number 1 in the conference, depending on how the guy from Iowa Western does. So for Hutch, I mean, I don't think they really, besides the miscues on special teams that really kind of hurt the team, but then that big fake punt by Garden City that went for 42 yards, I don't think Hutch did much to shoot themselves in the foot. I just think they simply ran out of time. Yeah,
I think there's nothing to really hang their heads about because either team could have won this game. I think that's one of those coin flip games where if Hutchinson had come out and gotten a 4th down stop here, Hutchinson wins the game. If they get David Moore fumbles and they pick up that fumble, Hutchinson wins the game. But Garden City happened to get the last play, the last big break. So Hutchinson shouldn't hang their heads. I know it's going to be tough because you had a conference title on the line, right, a potential national championship bid if things broke your way. But they're still a really good team. They got a bowl game, I'm sure, coming up. So they've got a good chance to finish out the season strong.
Again, this was Kelton Brooks with the Hutch News and Levi Burnfin of the Garden City Telegram.